Hi, I'm Bob Weir with another interview of notable people in North Texas. My guest today is James Kerbow, who is running for Justice of the Peace in Precinct 3. Thank you for being here, James.
Thank you for having me, Bob.
If you would please begin by telling our viewers something about yourself, such as education, background, etc.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Again, thank you for having me. My name is James Kerbow, and I'm running for Justice of the Peace, Precinct 3 in Louisville, Highland Village, and Copper Canyon. I am born and raised in the city of Louisville. This is where I'm from. It's where I'm raising my family. I am a direct product of our Louisville Independent School System, where I graduated from Marcus High School in 2003, and then attended North Central Texas College, Oklahoma State, and then quickly came back down and went to UNT. I am a proud resident and proud Republican, lifelong Republican, my entire life, and I'm so excited to be here and be running on for the Justice of the Peace here in Precinct 3.
Well, we're glad to have you come on over for an interview. Let's begin with telling our viewers some of the primary duties of a Justice of the Peace.
The primary duties of the Justice of the Peace are, one of them I use quite a bit, is the eviction court. This is a court that I'm in virtually every month in my line of work as a property manager. The Justice of the Peace will also do the Justice of the Peace will also do small traffic citations with anything only misdemeanors that are only done by fine, as well as the truancy court. And the Justice of the Peace in Louisville takes cases from Parks and Wildlife Department as well.
Mm-hmm. All right, and what is the qualification to be a Justice of the Peace?
Well, the state of Texas defines it as someone who is over the age of 18, is a Texas resident of 12 months, and then lives in the precinct for 6 months.
And what towns and cities are covered by Precinct 3?
Louisville, Highland Village, and Copper Canyon. Now, there are a couple of streets and neighborhoods in Coppell and in Argyle, but those are very, very small sections.
Can you tell us where the JP Court is located? Most people probably don't know that unless they've been before the court.
Well, there's the new office was built on the intersection of Civic and Valley Parkway at 400 North Valley Parkway in Louisville.
Now, JPs handle everything that is not how shall I say this? They're not a crime. It's like offenses. It's like traffic offenses and eviction notices, as you said, and things like that. So if a person gets a let's say a speeding ticket, they would end up in JP court, assuming that they were going to defend against it or something like that, right?
Yes, either the JP court or even the municipal judge in Louisville, which is located in the Louisville Annex right next to the Louisville Police Department.
Is a law degree required for the JP position?
No, sir. A law degree is not required. In fact, of the 821 Justices of the Peace in Texas, 93% do not have a law degree.
Right. And that's an interesting one because most people, I believe, including myself at one time before I got more familiar with this, most people believe that you have to have a law degree because you're going to be dealing with certain laws, but it's really more of a judgment type of position. You know, you just have to know the community, have good judgment when you're dealing with your fellow man and woman who come before the court, and you know, just how to handle people, I suppose. And if you were elected to this position, I think you go through a training period first, don't you? They put you through a training period so you kind of get an idea of what you'll be doing before you put those robes on.
That's exactly right. Once the final election in November is done, the general election, there's a 20-hour training course in December, and then there's an 80-hour course that everybody has to take, regardless of any legal background or legal expertise. Everybody goes through the same 80-hour training course in January, and then there's an additional follow-up course in March, I believe, additional 20 hours. So you do continue to go through these training classes.
Yeah, so, because that provides you with what you need to begin your first trial, let's say, you know. You gotta have some of that, yeah.
That's exactly right.
Let's go on to, in your opinion, what qualities are needed to be a successful justice of the peace?
You need someone who cares about the community, the constituents. You need somebody who has the ability to be very fair and impartial and go into it with an open mind. To me, those are the strongest qualities that a justice of the peace needs.
Yeah, I agree, because it is about judgment and it is about dealing with people. And, you know, you're not dealing with major offenders. You know,
Right.
So you need to have that kind of fairness and consideration for them. So that's an important quality, I agree. Why do you feel that you're best suited for the position?
That is a really good question. In fact, that is my favorite one to answer. For the last little over 9 years, it'll be 10 years in September, I've been in property management. What I do on a daily basis is I help resolve disputes with neighbors. And that's exactly why the JP Court was founded and what its main purpose is really. A part of that is the eviction court as well, which I have been in multiple JP courts from Collin County, Dallas County, and Denton County, having to unfortunately evict residents that do not pay rent.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's sort of like being a mediator.
Yes, sir.
You know, you know how to deal with people and solve problems. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Have you ever run for political office before?
No, sir. I've never run for political office before.
What do you think about it so far?
Well, it's definitely been a great process.
Yeah.
You know, I'm very competitive by nature,
Yeah.
and I love the spirit of competition. I love going out there and working hard, and I've been to just about everything I can get my hands on or get my calendar on. I've met a lot of great candidates along the way, so when you get to know your peers and your constituents and your voters, and then you've got your fellow candidates out there with you, you know that you're not alone. You're all on equal playing field, so to speak. We're all a little nervous, a little excited.
Yeah.
Today's the first day of early voting. My wife and I woke up and we couldn't wait to get ready to head to the polls.
That's great. And I don't think that changes if you run for office several times. You always have that kind of nervousness and anticipation. But to me, running for political office is a great experience for human growth. You know, just for you to grow yourself as a person. The people you run into, the people you get to know that you never knew before. I mean, and door to door is a great experience in and of itself. I mean, it's well. Anyway, tell us something about your endorsements.
I have got some of the best endorsements out there. We've got all our top Republican conservative leaders in Denton County have endorsed me. The Honorable Mary Horn, Denton County Judge Mary Horn, Constable Mike Truitt from Precinct 2. I've also got two commissioners, Ron Marchant and Bobby Mitchell, who is our county commissioner in Precinct 3.
Yeah.
I also am endorsed by former Mayor Dean Euchert, and I am so proud to have these endorsements. State Representative Jim Horn has endorsed me. I'm also endorsed by Patriot Texas, and I was reached out to just last week for the Apartment Association of Greater Dallas, the AAGD, which is a huge deal, especially in property management and multifamily. To have the support of a group like that is really fantastic.
Well, you have some good people endorsing you there. I agree. And James, I want to thank you for being here, and I wish you good luck in the election.
Hey, thank you very much, Bob. I appreciate it.
Thank you, and thank you for watching.